Darian stood at his booth at the local Makers Fair, laughing loudly with a potential client I'd spoken to moments earlier. He pointed at my display, then back at his, saying hers are pretty but they break. Mine are actually built to last and I get them out faster. I just smiled. My brother Darian and I had always been close, but after I started my custom engraving business 3 years ago, a pattern of quiet sabotage emerged. I'd accidentally delete my marketing emails, forget to mention my pop-up shop to family, always dismissing my craft as a hobby during our family dinners. I tolerated it, always the accommodating older sister. At last year's holiday market, he cornered a large corporate buyer I'd been cultivating for months. He declared, her stuff is too bespoke for real volume, and her lead times are crazy. My production line handles thousands. Something inside me went cold. That's when I knew this wasn't sibling rivalry. It was calculated destruction. My actions needed to be strategic, not emotional. I immediately consulted attorney Xenia Vance. For 6 months, I methodically gathered evidence. Screenshots of Darian's social media subtly disparaging me without naming me directly. Witness statements from fellow vendors who overheard his comments. Emails showing him directly poaching my clients with lower quality imitation. I established a formal legal entity for my business, trademarked my unique designs, and registered my business name, all before Darian could. Private investigators confirmed he was operating without proper licenses. I waited until the Spring Artisan Showcase, the next major local event where both our businesses had booths, for the perfect moment. At the showcase, a key client Darian had stolen, Thaddeus, approached my booth. Just as Darian was bragging to Thaddeus about his superior process, I calmly walked over. I handed Thaddeus a formal letter from Xenia Vance, outlining the evidence of Darian's unfair business practices and slander, along with a cease and desist order. Darian's face went from smugness to confusion, then pure panic. I looked him dead in the eye and said, quality always tells, and the law protects it. And Xenia herself stepped forward with a local business reporter I'd alerted, holding copies of Darian's unlicensed business records. Darian was hit with a $45,000 lawsuit for lost business and damages. His pop-up operations were shut down by city inspectors, and he quickly lost his booth. He now works at a Starbucks counter in the local mall. My business thrived. I secured a major contract with Thaddeus's company, moved into a proper studio, and found true peace. Turns out my items were built to last, my business that is.